think how when I ask this question, don't not just the generic. Like, how are you mentally right now, as far as just moving through 2020, and is your music right now your therapy?
Like for real, man, I feel like this kind of slowed me down, and it really like helped me refocus on my writing and really getting back into a musical place. Because honestly, I'm out here in LA now,
Yeah,
and it's fast paced. Like every day is something to do. You always going somewhere, and it's hard
yeah,
to get sidetracked. So I feel like I used it more like a humbling experience. Like it really slowed me down. Like I get back to what's important. So and it has been that therapy because we
mm,
wasn't able to go out as much, do as many things. So it really gave me something to write about for real.
yeah, for sure.
so so
I mean,
it was a blessing in disguise for real though.
yeah, I feel like that's it's been like that. I think it took us to get to the second half of the year to kind of see how the blessings been. You out there in LA, is how what's the energy like now as far as for the creators?
I feel like everybody feeling the way I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Like everybody connecting, everybody we working together because we it's not too much to do but be
Okay.
creative. So like everything is closed, and I feel like it's really helping the little artists to
Mm.
me personally because the big artists can't tour. A lot of them make their
Hmm.
money from that, so a lot of them don't want to release as much music. More people got more time. Like a lot of people not working, so now they got more time. They don't just have to listen to Drake or
Right.
Cole or
Right.
Beyonce. They
Right.
sit in the room for 40 hours. They're like, might as well click on this. Who is this?
Yeah.
So I feel like it helped us little creators in a lot of different ways.
Yeah. So you trying to maximize the year? I hear some people like, I don't want to put out music right now because
Nope, that's why I dropped. I'm like,
it,
nah, you gonna
yeah,
do this? And
yeah.
I'm doing private shows. Like I'm having little shows for like
Mm,
50, 60 people, like little social distancing type shows. Like I'm gonna
okay.
perform. Like got like this is perfect. Can't nobody else
Right.
perform.
Right.
Make
You
sure you
staying so you staying
you
active.
know. Yeah, like they tripping.
Okay.
They tripping. They don't want to
Yeah.
release. I'm gonna release for them.
Yeah. So I mean, now with you being active like that and you moving, do you feel any pressure, like people like saying like you may not be being safe out there? You know what I'm saying? Or how do you kind of take that approach?
Bro, people gonna talk regardless. It
Okay.
don't matter what you do, man. Like I learned
Yeah.
that, bro. I tried to be a
Okay.
certain type of person. People still talk. You try to be like
Yeah.
I don't outside noise, energy. It don't
You blocked it.
it, it don't affect me at all, man.
Yeah.
Because in a year, nobody gonna remember what they was talking about, like from the year before. Like so,
Okay.
it's man.
So
I
you so
care.
you so you just so
I
you
did
just
think about that at first. Though. I
okay.
was like, man, they gonna be on there right with them. I'm like, man, they ain't paying my bills, bro.
You gotta zone in.
Yeah,
You gotta zone in. I,
exactly.
what's yeah. What's do you what's that like with the like with the women? With the women right now during
Yeah.
COVID times, I don't know, you in a relationship?
Nah, I'm not single.
All right, all right, all right, cool. Because I was like, let me not blow his cover, cause you know what I'm saying. Just like
Nah, you good,
when you
you
come
good,
through COVID times, you may be trying to talk to somebody, but then you really can't link up, or you might try to link up right now. Is it right now creating? Is it still trying to still be fly with women? Is it still trying to like what's your focus right now? Like on some real.
And honestly, bro, I haven't even been focused on it. I'm gonna be like completely honest, bro. Like I've been
Yeah,
like in grind mode
yeah,
ever since I got in this. Like I don't know,
yeah,
like it sparked something in me. I haven't even really been pushing. Like everything been like hella casual, and then especially at the beginning, was
yeah.
nobody trying to link.
Right,
You'll hit somebody like, well, I'll hit you in 2 months. Like,
right.
like
Exactly. That's
so,
done.
yeah. Like especially out in LA, 'cause, we was like one of the
Man.
one of the big places. Every day we getting like 2,000 cases. So
Right,
like you hit a girl, she's like, nah,
right,
we can FaceTime. Like, but
right.
it's better now though. Now it's pretty much back to normal.
Straight. I feel you.
Yeah.
Now, all right. I asked that just for shits, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
on like just even hearing your music as an artist, I'm seeing your creative flow, I'm seeing your creative style, I'm seeing how you living your life, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's with confidence and like who you are. How did you get to that point? How did you know, like, man, I'm the shit, bro?
Like, you know, especially being a creator, bro. You being a creator yourself. Like at first, you know, you're always unsure. Like you sure in yourself, but it's kind of like you more worried about what, like, man, I hope they like this, or man, I'm doing this for this or that. And honestly, it just, me personally, it was probably when I got to LA, and it's just like hearing, like, every time I see like somebody pop or get big or do something, and I just hear their music and I hear mine, and I've never heard like a rapper, I'm just like, man, I can't do that. Like, so I just practiced a lot, and I just got secure in my skill, and I'm like, you know, like, if I stopped thinking like, okay, I wonder if they like this. My thought was that they don't like it, there's something wrong with them, they tripping, somebody gonna like this. Like, you gotta, like, to be a creative, you gotta have that type of skin. Like, because like now at this point, I don't even think about like, man, I wonder who gonna like this. It's just like, man, when they hear this, they're gonna go crazy. Like, I just had to grow into that, because at first, even though I felt like I was good, it's just like, man, I was worried too much about what other people thought. So honestly, it just clicked one day. Like, I just felt like I made a song, and I'm like, yo, you hard, bro. You tripping, man. Just put it out. Like, you tripping. Because honestly, bro, I've been rapping since, like, just writing, not like really putting stuff out. I just been writing since I was probably in middle school. I ain't put out my first song till like 15 years later, bro. So
that's how it is. That's how it is.
So I've been honing this for years. So it's just like, I just didn't have that confidence to really start pushing it. But once I start pushing, I'm like, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. I don't do anything halfway. So once I started pushing it, they like, dang, you just start rapping out of nowhere. I'm like, nah, actually, I've been doing this forever. But it was just so crazy to people, because I started going so hard immediately. They're like, damn, you just dropped your first freestyle, now you dropping the tape, now you doing this, you doing shows. Like, I did a show the month after I dropped my first freestyle. Like, so never rapping, like, people never knowing I rap. And then all of a sudden I dropped a freestyle February 1st. In March, I got my first show. So they're like, dang, like, so it was immediate, bro. Like, I felt like that immediately, for real.
Damn. And when it starts off like that, when you going like that, and then you get to feel that energy too, not just putting out music, but actually going somewhere you can feel that energy, you get to be able to, like, to practice. It helps you practice. It helps you know what to work on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jungle's hard, bro. Jungle's hard.
Appreciate that, man.
What was that? What's that experience like creating that?
Man, that was that's actually my favorite song off my tape. And like, so I actually wrote that the day after Nipsey died. So I literally wrote that like April 1st. Like, that was, celebrity deaths really don't get to me, but that death like touched me. So I seen so much of myself in him. So like, and when you see somebody like that you feel like embodies you die, it's like, dang, like, death becomes like more real. So it's like, dang, that could be me. And I'm one of them people that, like, you know, I'm big in my hood. I want to make sure everybody in my hood, right? I want to build businesses. I want to build up my community. Like, that's my passion before music, is the Black plight, pretty much. So, you know, like, and just seeing what he was trying to do in the hood, seeing how he was growing as a man, respecting his wife, like, you know, like, that's a lot of things that I wanted to be, you know. So and then when I heard it, I was just like, dang, like, that was, I went, like, I got my car, drove straight to the store. I'm like, nah, ain't no way, you know. So like, and then the next day I wrote it, and the day I was just like, man, just penned it. And that's how I have it.
Man, that's why I love doing this right here, because, you know, it's one thing being on this end and hear the music, but then it's another to hear the story behind it, you know. And that what drove you, because that's nothing but spirit right there. Like, it just drove you to do that for real. And I mean, when you made that, was it like anybody in particular you really wanted to hear that? Like, was it like, what were you expecting when you put that out?
Like, honestly, it wasn't even like, that was just me just putting my feelings out, because I wasn't even gonna release it, because I didn't want people to feel like, because a lot of people are trying to do Nipsey freestyles and things like that after he died, just for, you know, clout, like, you know, that's gonna go viral. He just passed away, I'm doing a Nipsey song.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't release it until a year and a half later.
Mm-hmm.
So like, cause it was done. Like I could have put that out the next week.
Mm.
You know, I could have did like a Nipsey freestyle a month later. Like everybody shooting videos at his store and stuff. I was just like, that was tacky to me. So I just did it for my own personal therapy. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna release it. And then I showed a couple of my friends, and they were just like, yo, you can't let that sit. Like,
right.
You can't let it sit. But honestly, I wasn't gonna release it at all. But
Damn.
now that it is released, man, it's really for people. I just want people to know, like, you can help your hood without being a instrument of your hood. You know, like it's just you gotta take precautions. It's a lot of things embedded in us as Black people and Black men. So you know, you gotta be careful. And it's people, especially powerful, strong men, that's asking to defund the police, that's trying to stop gentrification in the hood. I don't think it's a coincidence that out of all the people that could have got took, you know, it was the man buying back the block, you know, doing shows about and trying to do documentaries about Dr. Sebi, calling out the LAPD whenever they do something. Like you got to think about the Black men that get killed. Don't be the regular drug dealer on the corner. It's the Martin Luther Kings. It's the Malcolm X's. It's the Nipsey. It's the Michael Jacksons. It's the symbols that's taking over Sony. That's owned 50% of Sony when he died, and then Sony bought it back from his family once they killed him. Like that's not a you know, it's not a coincidence. So
yeah,
that's more my thing.
Yeah,
but who I want to hear now.
Yeah, damn, bro, you just went somewhere with that. Damn, you went somewhere. I wasn't even expecting that, but it's the truth, man. It's the truth, and that's the reality we have to like push for and understand. You know, like it's fun, like it's cool to have fun, but at the same time we gotta know like it's a balance. And I see that you kind of work in that balance.
Yeah.
So
like,
man.
That's the reason it's called that, though. Like, I don't know if you noticed the album is Taj E versus Taj E. So
I saw that. No, I saw that.
It's like the jungle and certain songs is like Taj E, my real name. Then once you get into like the Lose Me and Bust It, and that's my rap persona, you know?
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
And I got to keep that balance between them.
You
know, one of them for my mama. My mama can listen to those. Like a couple of them, I'm like, Mom, don't even listen to that, please. Like, so it's definitely that balance for
sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, lastly, how would you say you've evolved as an artist from the beginning? Well, you know, let's not even say beginning. I want to say from 2019 to now in 2020. What kind of changes have you seen for yourself?
I think I'm evolving more artistically as far as being open to trying new things with the music. Like, you know, at first I was just like an MC. Like, it's just like, you know, I want to bar you to death. Like, you are going to, you're going to hear metaphors, similes, so you better be able to write down. You have to rewind it a lot of times. And when you do that too much, it becomes like a job almost. Like you're trying to like make sure you got enough bars here, enough punchlines here.
Thanks.
And honestly, I evolved because I just started having more fun with it. Like when you enjoy music, you make your best songs. Like some of the people that tell me that like some of their favorite songs off the tape I did in 30 minutes. You know, so it's just really starting to enjoy the art again. Like when I was writing in middle school and like and that comes with working with other people too. So now I outsource for more production. And once you start working with other productions, you get different ideas. There's certain things that other people hear that you don't hear. So honestly, it's just branching out with other creators, and it helps you, like, you know, create.
Yeah.
Before I was definitely like locked. I was that artist that was locked in a cave, and everything is on my own. Like, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care what nobody got to say about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna release this next week. So
and you got to kind of go through that. You know, you got to go through that feeling just to see how much you can really do, who you can really be, and then how much collaboration matters too. So
right. Like more of my collaborations now though is more like with, you know, just the production, and I'm putting singers on it. I'm actually starting to play with my voice and stuff like that.
Okay, you're starting to sing.
Yeah, so that's really where the evolution is, the actual musicality, not the actual my writing, but I am opening up to different genres, and I feel like it's really pushing it to a different place. Because Taj E last year would have never made a song like "Busted or Lose Me." It was no way that you would have ever heard me talk about Bust Nothing a year ago.
Word.
Like, you was gonna hear Martin Luther King bars, like
damn.
But it's just that evolution, like just showing that other side of myself.
How long you been in LA, man?
I've been in LA 2 years now.
2 years. Okay, that's LA too kicking in.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, all that what you saying is cool, but that's LA too.
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
Man, that's love, man. That's love, man. But I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna keep supporting the music, man. I'm gonna keep hearing what you drop. Anything else you got that you want to shout out?
Nah, man. Just dropped the tape last week. Taj E versus Taj E. You can get it on all streaming platforms. We on Apple, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you get it. We got the Lose Me video dropping on Thursday the 22nd. I think it's the 22nd. Well, 2 days from now. But yeah, so we got the video dropping. We got the Busted video dropping in like 3 weeks. A show coming up. So just stay tuned. Follow me on IG, Taj E, Taj.E music, TAJ.E music. Bet, man. We in there. Well, stay lifted, bro. Stay with it. Stay with the message, man. We love it, and keep rise. I'm ready to see what you do. Definitely, man. I appreciate you having me, bro.
For sure.
Hey, we gotta stay connected too, man.
Oh, you already know.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
You too.